What's going on, guys? This is the Red Rogue, and today we'll be doing some tinfoil hat conspiracy type goodness. Yes, we're gonna be speculating in today's video. But about what, you may ask? About how Blizzard is intentionally hiding Jennifer from the secret finding Discord? Or maybe how Tempest Keep really wasn't just a setback? No. Today we'll be taking an educated stab in the dark at the announcement of both pre-patch and the launch of Shadowlands. You'll still need your tinfoil hats though, so don't go anywhere. So, for those of you who keep up with the gaming world in terms of events and conventions, you'll know that Gamescom 2020 is starting tomorrow, the 27th of August. This is figuratively and literally the largest gaming convention in the world by attendance number, and normally is hosted in Cologne, Germany. However, with the turbulent situations occurring around the world, this will be an online-only sort of year for the convention. Being such a huge event for the entire gaming world and being so heavily attended, this is one of the best possible times to get a lot of hype built up and interest for new content, new games, release dates, and all sorts of other things. This applies to virtually every game studio that brings their content to this high-profile event, and Blizzard has something special to bring along this year. A newly made animation specifically for Shadowlands titled Afterlives. This will be debuted on the first day of Gamescom, and with it, hopefully the answer to a very important question. What is the exact release date of Shadowlands? Now, I've been around this great big World of Warcraft many times over the years. I remember when combo points didn't carry over between targets, and I remember when Killing Spree didn't suck, and you actually were immune to CC when you used it, and it did damage. So having been online and prepping and pushing on the day of every launch for the last 3 expansions, plus all the other stuff I've done over the years, I have a pretty reasonable amount of educated guesses and research on this topic. I would like to say I'm correct on this one, but we won't know until Blizzard finally spills the beans, which I strongly believe is going to be announced at Gamescom tomorrow. So here is my estimation on the timeline for Shadowlands pre-patch, launch, and the time that Castle Nathria, the first raid of the expansion, will open. Step 1. I believe we will be seeing pre-patch hit live servers on Tuesday, October 3rd. This would mean that the PTR pre-patch build will have been up for about 6 weeks, which is slightly longer than the BFA pre-patch build was on PTR. I estimate the extra week or so is mainly due to a lot of internal systems being added in Shadowlands, such as the graphical improvements to the system, as well as the changes I mentioned in yesterday's quality of life improvements video, and the pre-patch event itself. Plus, who knows what other craziness they had to add when getting ready for the new expansion and fixing things that are still not working entirely correctly, like looting issues in old content and scaling and all that other stuff. Pre-patch events are generally a 4-week-long, time-gated process that has various catch-up gear mechanics in it and things that will help unveil the story around the launch of the expansion. Due to the time-gating and storytelling aspects of the pre-patch, I anticipate the official launch of Shadowlands will be the first week of November. This would then be Tuesday the 3rd. This would sit right between the launch date range of the last 3 expansions. Warlords of Draenor was launched on the 13th of November. Legion's launch date was the 30th of August, and Battle for Azeroth's was the 14th of August, so this is pretty much right where it should be. So if these dates are spot on, then that would mean they will likely give about 3 weeks of prep time for Castle Nathria's heroic and normal mode options to open, as Mythic is always delayed a week from the actual raid opening. This would put the Mythic World First race of Castle Nathria to start on the 1st of December. This would give an ample amount of time for a World First race of a first tier raid to finish before a majority of winter holidays occur, and it would fall right after Thanksgiving in the United States, as Blizzard generally seems to avoid overlapping with family-oriented holidays when possible. As I always say when throwing out numbers in videos like this, which I have been right 2 for 2 so far, don't quote me on this, but if I'm right, totally quote me on this. I have a strong hunch even if this information isn't revealed at Gamescom, we will still be looking at a pre-patch in the first week of October, launch week for the first week of November, and the Mythic World First race of Castle Nathria will be the first week of December. So now that I've reasoned out my tinfoil hat conspiracy theory to you guys, when do you think these events will occur? I hope you folks liked the video. I don't normally do these sit and talk sort of ones, as you've probably noticed if you've seen any of my other videos, but I figured now is a good time to really start looking at when we'd be able to get our hands on all the new changes and game systems coming with Shadowlands. If you did enjoy the video, I'd sincerely appreciate you consider subscribing if you haven't already. I do new videos every weekday and cover a pretty good variety of content, though I do play a bit of favoritism towards rogues. I wonder why. I'm also over on Twitter, where I post some random WoW-related things every now and then, if you want to stop by and say hi sometime. I also do have a Patreon that I started recently, if you're interested in helping support the Shiba shenanigans I put together on the channel. Thank you all so much for watching. This is the Red Rogue, and I'll see you guys around.